You just asked me how I'm doing. I want to tell you exactly how I'm doing right now. You want to
Okay.
know?
I want to know,
Ask me how I'm doing. I'm
how are
blessed.
you doing?
Yes. Living every moment, no regrets. Smile up on my face. I'm like, oh, yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. I am blessed to be in your presence, sir.
Wow.
Wow. Yay. Well, okay.
Yes. Oh, fantastic. I thank you for blessing me with your beautiful voice this morning.
Well, I don't have the melodious singing voice of Miss Pele or the swag of Mr. Brown, but I do have the hunger for greatness, as someone told me a little bit over a year ago. Andrea, dream big. 11 pounds of greatness, baby. They did not know, but they know now. Ladies and gentlemen all over the world, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Thank you for being with us. And for those of my friends and families across the waters, across the borders, Happy New Year. I would love to grace your presence with everyone to say we have the pleasure, privilege of Miss Mimi Brown's son, Mr. Les Brown, gracing our presence. Les Brown, Mr. Brown, take it away, sir.
Well, thank you so very much. I just want to thank the two of you, Double Dynamite, for just having me to share a few words with everybody that's watching us right now. And I want to just inject myself in the conversation. Uh, this is going to be an incredible year for you, a year that will bring out the greatness in you, a year that will allow you to reflect on your life and in and out of the pandemic and decide who you're going to be in 2022. And what we know is that it cannot be a brand new year unless there's a brand new you.
You.
And so I want to share three things with you that I think will have a value to you. Number one, become clear about who you are and what it is you want out of life. I talked to a friend of mine this morning, and she said, because so many people died early in her family, that she had a retirement date of death. I said, what do you mean by that? She said, my mother died, my sister died, I had a brother that was killed, and I figured that my retirement would be death. I'd never thought in terms of retiring from my job. Well, one thing to her credit, she was conscious of the mindset that she had. But most people die long before they're dead. Most people die an unlived life. So I'm encouraging you as we get ready to step into this new year. There's certain behaviors, certain choices, certain kind of mindset that you want to leave in 2021 because there's no place for it in 2022. Can you feel a brother up in here, up in here?
Up
And
in here.
here's the second thing. You want to increase your value. You want to upscale your value in five different ways. Today, because of the uncertainty of life, not just the pandemic, but because of the economy, the global and national economy, you want to have at least five buckets of revenue that you generate. It's better to have money coming in and not need it than to need it and not have it. And when you begin to reflect and think about it, you have abilities, talents, and skills that you have not reached for yet. And this is a time to reflect, to shift your thinking and tap on that unlimited potential that you have within you to do more, to have more, and to experience more. And the third thing, which is major, Pele and Andrea, they are creating a community of like-minded people, being in a community of people that's going in your direction, being in a community of people have goals and dreams, iron sharpening iron, being in a community of people who will support you and encourage you and hold you accountable. Oh, that's so important. OQP, only quality people. You want to keep social distancing from people who are not wearing masks and who don't think this thing is serious, and social distancing from dream killers. Oh, they're out there everywhere. So I want to say to you, You have something special. You have greatness in you. God so loved the world that he felt that there was something be lacking if you weren't born. So he chose you out of 400 million sperm. And that makes you a masterpiece because you're a piece of the master. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bye for now. And best wishes from Tyrone, my little girlfriend.
Thank you so much, Mr. Brown. An honor and pleasure once again to grace the presence of my stage, my mentor, my fellow adoptee, my brother. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here and sharing the spotlight and ringing in the new year. 2022 is all about you. Thank you, sir, so much.
Yes, and bye, Pele. I'm giving you a virtual hug,
Wait,
and you
wait,
too,
wait, wait,
Andrea.
Mr. Les Brown. Wait, can you just give me 1 minute?
Yeah.
This is a dream come true. As a woman of integrity, Andrea Mason, I shared with her, I've always wanted to have an opportunity to tell you, that I am very grateful to you. I thank God for you because when I became your mentee, September 1st, when I took charge of my life and I became your mentee and you certified me, as a motivational speaker, as you see behind me, you chose me and I was honored. I was humbled, and truly blessed to be one of 20, speakers. And I just want to tell you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Where I was then yesterday is not who I am today. That's why I am grateful to you. And I am grateful to the person I was yesterday who introduced me to the amazing, God fearing woman that I am today. And because of you in my life, Mr. Les Brown, I cannot thank you. I just pray for God's, blessings and healing upon you. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be connected to all these great people that, who's in my life. And I'm grateful to Yashika because she introduced me to you. And with
Mhm.
you, you have brought so many people from all walks of life. And I can't thank you enough. There's a saying, thank you is never enough. And I want you to know I am grateful from the bottom of my heart. And I want you to know that I love you, Mr. Les Brown. I do. I'm so grateful for you because you have changed my life in so many ways that you would never imagine. And I just want to say thank you and I love you.
I love you, and I'm giving you a virtual hug,
Me
both of
too.
you. All right. Thank
Brown.
you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Bye
Brown.
for
Happy New
now.
Year.
Happy
Bye
New
for
Year.
now.
Take
Same
care.
to you, and Tyrone sends his regards.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you,
Tell
Mr.
Tyrone
Brown.
hello.
Bye.
All right. Be well. All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, well, you have seen it here first. As a woman of integrity, a woman of passion, Miss Pele said to me, it would be an honor. It would be a gift. It would be a check on my bucket list to see Mr. Brown. And what do? Where there's a will, there's a way. I pay it forward. I remember those along my path. And if I can bring a smile and a beam of light into their life, I will. Miss Pele, my sister, Happy New Year, my dear.
Oh man, Happy New Year. I just want to say talofa to all the amazing listeners out there. And I always want to give God all the honor, praise, and glory because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here today. And Andrea, I don't know what to say. Like I am speechless when, oh my God, like to see him. I know we have training with Les Brown and everything and seeing him, but just for me to say it to him, directly means so much more to me than I can't thank you enough. And I just want to thank God because he had connected us and I'm excited for this uh show we have rise and unite, right?
Rise and
We both
unite.
will rise together, not just us, but we are trying to get everyone in so we can all rise together as one and unite to make a difference in the world. And I just want to say Thank you, girl. Like, wow. Like, I done checked that off my bucket list. And I'm like, yes, I finally got to tell Mr. Les Brown how grateful I am. You know, my mentor, your mentor, our mentor. And wow, thank you. What a way to end the year, right?
Absolutely. As I had mentioned, growing up, it was really difficult for me. I came from a family of unknown. Everybody knows my story. If you haven't, check it out. But we live in a world where conquering and dividing, we're separating and segregating. Families are getting dispersed, companies are being shut down. We need to rise and unite. And amongst women, we must empower each other rather than enable each other. It is our mission. As we reflect on 2021, let's reflect on where we've been so we know where we're headed. And it is important that I remember, as Mr. Brown has taught me, are you going through it or are you growing through it? Follow your heart and not the hurt, nor the hurt. For on the other side is success and happiness. Our leaders of the world must reflect on Miss Pele and myself to see that it's not how much we know. People don't, as Maya Angelou says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And as leaders of the world, this is my message to you. Leaders, whether it be global leaders, parents, guardians, coaches, mentors, speakers, children and youth, and the future generations ahead. Go back, lift someone up. And on that journey, you're going to have spectators, you're going to have sideliners, you're going to have people that are going to ride with you to the end. Make sure when you are with someone, don't worry about if you said something, don't worry if you made a mistake. Most importantly, remember how you made them feel, because those are the binds that are going to take us forward. And I pass it to Miss Pele, as I am a woman of integrity and help people achieve personal freedom through the healing power of forgiveness. I'd like Miss Pele to shine a light upon that.
Oh, yes. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we all know, today is the last day of the year. And there's no perfect time for you and for me and for all of us to reflect on how your 2021 was. Don't take it out. Don't take it into 2022. I encourage you to make today an amazing day. But guess what? 2022 is going to be even more amazing. You know, you have to let go of the old so you can bring in the new. Don't think about how your past was in 2021. Just look forward, look ahead in what you got going for yourself. But you have to, I want to share three things with you. You know, allow God to be the foundation of your life. And I say that because that worked for me. You know, what I'm sharing with you is what I've used. You know, so you allow God to be the foundation of your life in anything and all that you do. And like Sister Andrea shared earlier, you know, about how we, you know, should come together, how we, you know, work together. And that's what we need to do. We need to be a blessing to someone, you know, and we ought to be grateful. That is one thing that I learned throughout my journey. That's the second thing, you know, it's that attitude of gratitude. You know, when you are grateful in all that you know, have in your life, you will be amazed with how easy things can be. It doesn't matter, you know, what life is throwing at you. When you have an attitude of gratitude, it makes a big difference. And then the third thing I want you to do, you know, to take into 2022, learn how to fly. First, love yourself. Love yourself enough to be the change you want to be and you want to see in this world. And so those are the three things, because we, you know, we have, our time is limited, because it's okay, because just seeing Mr. Les Brown, that this is like the greatest gift of all. This is the best gift of my life, is to tell this man how grateful I am for transforming my life. And I am just grateful. And back to
Ab-
you, Andrea. Let's talk about,
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. It's just a full circle. It's amazing that the path that we have chosen, and sometimes the path that we chose is the less traveled. A good friend of mine, Dr. Nelson Baltajar's father, had told him, make sure every day in the morning when you wake up that you are the answer to someone's prayers. And that's what propelled me late at night to get that approval and to reach out to Mr. Brown. It's
yes,
being the gift of presence. It's being the light in someone's darkness. And you and me know, as we've lost our family members, we lost our loved ones, and even at sometimes we lost our identity. Understand that each and every one of us is a piece of another, and we're a piece of our Creator. And where I am strong, that may be the area that you need areas of improvement. Where you are strong, that may be the areas of improvement. Just imagine what this world can be if we rise and unite. Forget that. Let's not imagine. Let's create. Ask, believe, receive. Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few minutes left on this broadcast, and we'd like to recognize our fellow alumni of the Power Voice of Mr. Les Brown, who has touched several hearts worldwide, for all the platforms that we have been graciously speaking upon, for the connections and familial bonds that we have made. Who would have thought we found our family across waters, beyond borders, some even stronger than our own flesh and blood? But it's all about coming together. It's all about rising and uniting. And that's our mission and our message for 2022. At one point, our story is told to us when we are younger. But at one point or another, it's time for us to take the pen in our hand and begin writing our stories. Our losses and our past are lessons for the future. And regardless of what you think, you have a choice every single day to follow your heart and not the hurt. Miss Pele?
yes. As we have shared about how our 2021 is taking us into our 2022. We want you to know that you can do the same thing. You just have to love yourself enough to do all that. Be the better you for tomorrow, not for anybody else, but for you. I just want everyone to just love on somebody. I just, because I am a vessel of love and positivity, I just want you to just love on your loved ones. And right now, because of our time, and it's a perfect time for me to thank all my family and all my friends, all my fans, all my supporters. If you have played some part in my journey, some way, somehow, I just want to tell you thank you from the bottom of my heart. I did not get here by myself.
Right.
I didn't. With the help of God and with your help, I am, enjoying this ride. And I want you to know next year around this time, we're going to come back and, hopefully you will say the same thing that, hey, you know what? My 2022, I smashed it. I'm not that same person that I was in 2020, 2022, bring in 2023. So once again, continue to be amazing, continue to be a blessing, and continue to be you. Be that authentic you. See, when you is something about being, authentic. When you are authentically you, can't nobody do what you do. Can't nobody, be you, because you are authentically you. That's why I am free to be authentically me, whom God created me to be. And I am grateful to God, because if it was not for him, If it wasn't for God's love, mercy, and grace, I would have never been here today. And once again, our message to you today is rise and unite. Yes, we all will rise together to greater heights that God has in store for us when we all come together as one, when we unite as one love, one peace, and one family. And all we want to do is touch one heart, one soul, and one life at a time. I love y'all. Happy New Year. Enjoy your loved ones. And yes, thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, a few tidbits I'd like to leave this on as we are closing the program. You know, it's not that it's impossible for things to happen, because the most amazing thing about the word impossible is right in front of it is the word I'm. So I leave you with this. Through the toughest times, miracles are made. Remember to follow your heart and not the herd, nor the hurt. Through life's trials and tribulations, as you can see here, triumphs are won. And when you choose in this crazy game of life to press play, plan life according to you, that's when you are at your best. Remember, your health, your mental health and stability is your number one asset. For if you're not healthy, you're not a service to others. And it's important that we reflect on what our mission is, what our message is. There are so many naysayers in the world. There are so many people and non-believers who just want to talk the talk but don't walk the walk. And I want you to listen and hear this from my heart. I believe in you. You have two amazing women in front of you who've changed their entire life just shy of a year. And now we're just going to say, what's next? If we can do it, you can do it. And know that we are here. Our services, our support, and our love anytime you need us. And that as a woman of integrity, Global Voice, I wish you and your family safety, wellness, and love. You don't have to do this alone. As they say, it takes a village to raise a family. And who would have thought a young child from an underdeveloped country who had nothing came into this world and has everything? I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. We are just going to see if there's any comments we'd like to respond to in the last few minutes, and then we will close out. So, Miss Pele, do you see any comments you'd like to do? If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to do that.
I don't see any comment.
Oh, okay. Let's see. So I just want to recognize all of those who have stopped in. Monshel Sharp, Tarnia Coley, Dorothy Marie. I feel like I'm in romper room. Della Spar, Paul Tidings, Maya, Miss Dorothy, Miss Vicky.
Oh yes, that's my family.
Journalist Yashika, thank you so much. Mele. I want to thank Miss Melissa, another fellow alumni. We've got, as well as Dr. Nelson Beltajar. Thank you for showing up, my friend. And this is what it's about. Mr. Aliyu.
Yes.
Ms.
Oh
Sonia
man.
Marinette,
I'm talking about my entire family's up in here.
Dorothy, Yvonne. So yes, this will be up and running, and I want to thank everyone for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. And
remember, make sure that you do not allow your differences to distance you. We are different. Let us respectfully and civically agree to disagree, because these are the ties that bond. When we are struggling, and our life is to be lived and to be loved, not to survive, but to thrive. I want to thank so much Mr. Brown again for gracing his presence, his gift of presence to our platform. And I wish you and my sister, Miss Pele, a very safe, happy, healthy new year. 2022, it's all about
Yes,
you.
it's all about you.
Thank you so much for coming by, and we will see you
Thank you,
on
everyone.
the
Love
back.
y'all.
Thank you so much. And on that note,
Thank
we
you.
are,
Love y'all.
yes. Alrighty. You can reach us if you would love to connect to us, AndreaMasons.com. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And Miss Pele, how can they find you?
PeleInspired.com. Check me on my website. PeleInspired.com on my website and Facebook and Instagram. And yes, thank you again to all my family up in here. I can't thank y'all enough for your love and support, and I love all of you.
And Miss Pele, thank you so much for sharing the stage with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Bye
And
for
on
now.
that note, take care.
Bye for
Be well.
now.
Ciao. And 3, 2, and 1.